Welcome back to day 2 of baby steps to drawing success, because you can draw. So yesterday, we just kind of took the mystery out of the word draw. You found out it means to pull, and I had you pull some lines. And how was that? You know, hopefully you were surprised, you found it easy and enlightening in a way, I hope. So let's keep going and let's talk about the drawings you've been doing your entire life, but you never called them drawings. And what I'm referring to is words, your signature, printing. These are all drawings. And people don't think about that. This is a drawing. It's, this is a drawing of symbols. And that's what we use all the time. When we type on the keyboard, we're typing symbols. And somewhere in the background there, in all of those computer codes, there's nothing but zeros and ones. So it doesn't matter if you're typing an A or a Z, it's some combination of zeros and ones. Well, at least this we understand visually. So this is a drawing of letters of the alphabet in a form that English-speaking people recognize. Your signature is a drawing of a symbol for your name. So if you think about Chinese characters, or perhaps Norse runes, or Egyptian hieroglyphs, we think of those as pictograms, and they are symbols for a language, but so is English or Cyrillic or Greek, French or Latin. They're all of these things. These are all symbols that represent sounds or represent concepts or ideas, and they're drawings. That's a drawing. Yeah, you recognize it, but it's a drawing. Your signature is a drawing. So I want you to think about that, the fact that you've been drawing your entire life. But what happens in school is, in kindergarten and first grade, okay, we're allowed to do drawing and we're allowed to do paper cutouts and construction and things like that. But then as we move up in grades, it's like, oh, well, we have to leave drawing behind. And now we have to learn how to draw. I use that word naturally, draw numbers and letters. And we call it printing. Perhaps you learned cursive, but we stop thinking of it as a drawing. We stop thinking of it as a symbol for our words and concepts and names of things and all of that. So we've been drawing our entire lives. You've been drawing your entire life. It's just that it wasn't called that. And I think it's a shame, if kids were told, okay, now we're going to learn how to draw letters of the alphabet and draw numbers. And these drawings mean something different. What a benefit that would be to realize that we can draw different kinds of things in that way. So we got you started with a few doodles. And if you went out and got a drawing pad, that's great. And if you didn't, that's great too. So I don't want to discount that. So if we have a lined pad and you just want to start by drawing your name, however you draw your signature, you can print it, you can write it in cursive, and you can just really just kind of start thinking about your signature as a beautiful drawing. Wouldn't that be fun? So let's reframe everything that we write, print, our signature, and And let's get back to the doodles. You know, if you picked up some of these inexpensive markers, and that's just markers on newsprint pad. And we just think about doing more of that pulling. Ooh, that reminds me, this is important. Let's talk about our body just a little bit, because I mentioned about your hand, your arm. One of the ways you can draw straight lines is not only pulling, but thinking about where you're pulling. I have seen a lot of children who are like, their hand is like gripping really tight, and their face is really close to the paper, and they're making these little marks, and their hand is just, they're gripping it like their life depended on it. And drawing is free, it's playful. Get some movement, get your body into it. And you want to float, you want to try this and play with this. And when you pull from your elbow, not your fingers, basically your hand is steady, and you pull from your elbow, you can get a lot straighter line. You can also get more power into the line. And you'll find that very useful if you really get into drawing. You'll find that just being open and keeping your whole arm moving, you're moving all the way from your shoulder. Get in touch with your body. If you want to draw your signature really big, and feel, what does that feel like physically in your body to, instead of be doing this, doing this? How does that feel? And it might feel very strange, especially if you've been drawing your words over time with just your fingers moving. Loosen up, get your float on. I mean, it's a lot of times, you know, with drawing, I might have my little finger touching. You can do it without touching the paper at all. And that's a really good practice. And, but if you want to have a little more control and stay in contact with your paper a little bit, try doing it with just your little finger floating on the paper. I just doodle, fill up the page. It isn't precious. Just enjoy yourself. Oh, I had a terrible time with preciousness. Oh my goodness. We were poor, so paper was not as accessible. And so everything was precious. So I didn't draw as much as I really wanted to for the longest time, because I didn't know where my next piece of paper was going to come from. I don't think we have that problem anymore. We've got junk mail, we've got computer paper, we've got pads, we've got things from a dollar store, for goodness sake. It's so easy and inexpensive to have paper now. But still, there's that, for some people, there's that, oh, if I'm going to draw something, it has to be something. No. Scribble, just scribble and doodle and have fun and just get that arm going, excuse me, and loosen up, because you're going to really be surprised at getting in touch with your body in this new way, getting in touch with your signature in this new way, getting in touch with everything that you write in this new way, and embrace drawing in a new way. Okay, so that's your homework. Take a picture, put it in the comment string that goes with this video, and I'll put it in there in the group, and join the live if you have time. It's coming right after. And remember, you want to keep putting in the homework, because you'll get a free place in my beginning drawing class. It's going to come up afterward. So I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. All right, go out there and draw.